Did you know? One spacesuit costs $150 million, and water has the ability to cut the metals dot. And did you know about the world's oldest wooden wheel? For knowing these interesting facts about the world, stay tuned with the video at the end, and make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos. So, let's get started. Number 1. At one point, AOL made half of all CD produced. During the 1990s, it seemed like a sign-up CD for AOL came in the mail every other day. Ever wonder exactly how many discs the company produced? TechCrunch, acquired by AOL in 2010, wanted to know and tried to get quotes from Case and other execs from that era. The most shocking piece of info was given to TechCrunch by a former AOL marketing chief. At one point, 50% of the CD produced worldwide had an AOL logo on it. Number 2. Water cuts the metals. If water flows fast enough, it can cut metal. There is actually a tool called a water jet, which is used for cutting metal with water. Water jets are able to cut because the spray is channeled through a very narrow jeweled nozzle at very high pressure, so the spray remains coherent. A water jet never gets dull, and it cannot overheat, unlike metal cutters. Number 3. How much chocolate Americans consume in 1 year? Americans will eat nearly 18% of world's chocolate confectionery by value in 2015, or around $18.27 billion worth, according to fresh estimates, including June data from Euromonitor. That's more than all of Asia-Pacific, which is expected to enjoy around $14.3 billion worth of chocolate this year. Number 4. Peter the Great's beard tax. In 1698, Emperor Peter I of Russia instituted a beard tax as part of an effort to bring Russian society in line with Western European models. To enforce the ban on beards, the Tsar empowered police to forcibly and publicly shave those who refused to pay the tax. Number 5. What was the Roman army called? There were about 30 legions in the Roman army. Each legion had between 4,000 and 6,000 soldiers, called legionaries. Each legion had 10 cohorts. Each cohort was made up of 6 troops of about 80 legionaries, called centuries. Number 6. Is Central America considered North America? In English-speaking countries, Central America is usually considered a region of the North American continent. Geopolitically, it usually comprises 7 countries: Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. Number 7. Who wore the first white wedding dress? A wedding dress or bridal gown is the dress worn by the bride during a wedding ceremony. The color, style, and ceremonial importance of the gown can depend on the religion and culture of the wedding participants. In Western cultures and Anglo-Saxon cultural spheres, the wedding dress is most commonly white, a fashion made popular by Queen Victoria when she married in 1840. In Eastern cultures, brides often choose red to symbolize auspiciousness. Number 8. The world's oldest wooden wheel has been around more than 5,000 years ago. It was found in 2002, approximately 12 miles south of Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, and is now housed in the city's museum. Radiocarbon dating was used to determine the wheel's age, which is somewhere between 5,100 and 5,350 years old. Closer to home, these are the oldest tourist attractions in every state. Number 9. Sudan has more pyramids than any country. Sudan was once home to the Kingdom of Kush, a rival to Egypt that embraced its neighbors' culture and beliefs. The city of Meroe became its capital, where over 30 kings were buried amid 200 pyramids. In comparison, there are only 118 pyramids in all of Egypt. The tale of its rise and fall, its slender pyramids and ambitious rulers, is a fascinating story that began over 5,000 years ago. Not only does Sudan have more pyramids than Egypt, but the numbers are not even close. While 138 pyramids have been discovered in Egypt, Sudan boasts around 255. Number 10. The circulatory system is more than 60,000 miles long. If a child's entire circulatory system, we're talking veins, arteries, and capillaries, were laid out flat, it would stretch for more than 60,000 miles, according to the Franklin Institute. By the time we reach adulthood, our bodies have become home to approximately 100,000 miles of blood vessels. That's just one of the mind-blowing facts that sound made up. Number 11. There are parts of Africa in all 4 hemispheres. For people whose education was largely focused on the Western world, it may be surprising to find out exactly how huge the continent of Africa is. For instance, it spans all 4 hemispheres and covers nearly 12 million square miles. Number 12. The world's first animated feature film was made in Argentina. Even if you know a lot of Disney trivia, you might assume that the honor of first animated feature film belongs to Walt Disney's 1937 movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But 20 years earlier, a full-length animated feature film was made in Argentina. It was a political satire called El Apostol, made up of 58,000 drawings, and had a running time of 70 minutes, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Number 13. German chocolate cake was invented in Texas. The German part of German chocolate cake comes from an American man, not a European country. Specifically, it's named after Sam German, who in 1852 created the formula for a mild dark baking chocolate bar for Baker's Chocolate Company, which was subsequently named Baker's German's Sweet Chocolate. Fast forward to June 13, 1957. The Dallas Morning Star published a recipe for the cake invented and submitted by a reader identified as Mrs. George Clay, according to What's Cooking America. Number 14. The Philippines consists of 7,641 islands. The Philippines is an archipelago, which means it's made up of a group of islands, 7,641 islands, to be exact. That figure does not include the thousands of sandbars and other landforms that emerge during low tide. Number 15. There's enough gold inside Earth to coat the planet. Turns out there's quite a bit of gold on, or really, in, our planet. 99% of the precious metal can be found in the Earth's core, Discover magazine reports. How much is there? Enough to coat the entire surface of the Earth in 1.5 feet of gold. Number 16. One spacesuit is $150 million. This spacesuit, built in 1974, was reported to cost between $15 million and $22 million. Today, that would be about $150 million. Having not delivered any new mission-ready extravehicular suits since then, NASA is running out of spacesuits. In fact, NASA is down to just 4 flight-ready EVA suits. Number 17. When humans and dogs become friends for the first time. When did our friendship with them begin? When did dogs become man's best friend? It seems like dogs have been our constant companions forever. Tracing our bond back through history points to the many ways this friendship grew around the world. It's estimated that about 15,000 to 14,000 years ago, wolves, ancestors of the modern dog, began the transition from wild animal to domesticated companion. While some remained wild, today's wolves are their descendants. Others chose to associate more closely with humans. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked this video. If you really, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon for more videos. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.